Open Mouse Podcast. You have myself, Professor Jazz here. You have my co-host here, Foxy Knight and Trigger Happy. How you guys doing tonight or today?
He pretty
Great.
good. Can't complain at all, man. Shout out to everybody out there. We in here. Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day today. That's a really good day to celebrate fathers, our own fathers that raised us,
Right?
uh, the father of our children. You know, fathers are important in this world, just like mothers are, and we really need to go ahead and embrace that. We need to really show it more because when they are there, they do go out their way, just like the mothers do. Don't you
That's a
think, Fox?
fact.
Super dads. Ow! And you know what I love the most? I love about those fathers that really love their son. That's how you know they love them from the beginning. You got to remember, guys, you had that baby first. You had him in your balls. So, you know
True.
what I mean? That's why I love super dads. Those are super sperms. You know what I mean? So today for me is absolutely Father's Day. That's what it means. Super dads, the dads that are actually there, or even the ones that are separated when they get divorced, but still look for
Hmm.
their children and they know how to put their private feelings with ex-wife or ex-baby mama and focus on the babies. And I love that. I wish I had
And,
that. I didn't
and
have
that's
that.
what it is. Nowadays we already know a lot of people don't stay together. You don't have the two parent. A lot of them don't have the two-parent household. And so it's a little bit more difficult to go ahead and co-parent with a person that you're not with. And so today's episode is, of course, we're going to go ahead and celebrate about Father's Day today and how important fathers' roles are to children when they're young and as they get older. We need, you know, both parents there. I think that's what makes a child more, I guess, grown up a little bit more better, because
Hmm.
they're not feeling so lonely. They'll have both parents, both sides, teach them things.
Right?
That is absolutely right.
And so first, we want to go ahead and give a shout out to all those men that are there where they're either co-parenting as best as they could with the mother and the children, or they really have, they really are there for their kids and do co-parent because they think, the child is more important than anything else. I
Right.
mean, or there's ones that are more now than before single fathers. There's a lot of single fathers that are raising their kids by themselves. And those are the ones that should get the most credit because it is them learning what we do as mothers. We do it no matter what. Most of us are single parents in
Correct.
our lives.
I was. I was a single parent, and so I consider Father's Day for myself too. So there is a lot of single mothers out there that is doing both jobs. I did it. Not an easy job. Coming home, having to sit there and answer questions that are manly questions. I will Google them. You know, just so I can answer. Well, how would you tell a child at the age of 5, this, or at the age of 6? So there is Mr. Mom's like out there, right? But there's also single moms that step in as a father and do these things.
And that's the thing, though. I see a lot of posts on social media saying, "Oh, the mother should be celebrating today." But what you're about
Today,
to say?
let's give it to. If we feel like a father, like for example, I used to be the one that were like, "Fuck that shit." I'm a dad too, but you know what? I was mad. I was upset. You're upset. You're not
Come
letting
on
go.
now. Tell the truth. There you go. I like that.
Not letting go. But when you're really mature and you're a woman, and yes, okay, that person made you masculine. but it's not your day. Your day is Mother's Day. We're talking about, fathers that actually have been there. And just because you're a single man, mom, it's not your day. Period. You want it to be your day. You just stay here like me, chilling and chill with your little wine
Right.
glass and do you. You know what I mean? But it's Father's Day.
Right.
Keep it
Yeah,
real.
it really is.
I mean,
Yeah.
and that's how I feel too.
Look at our dad up above. Hello. It all started up there. You know what I mean? That
I
to
mean,
me is
and that's the thing though. We shouldn't. We have Mother's Day.
right.
We just know that we do our best for our children. All us single mothers, we do our best for our children. I do whatever I can for my children, and they see what I do. They know that I work hard for them, and that's all. It's like I don't need to celebrate today, but I know that I'm doing what I'm doing for my kids, and that's all that matters.
Right. Especially if they're boys, you're teaching them to be a gentleman. And that's the thing. A lot of women are like, try to step into like a dad's role and keep
Mhm.
dad away from their son or son away from. I don't like that either. You know what I mean? Unless the person's a bad influence, then yes, the child's not gonna understand it as a child. But when they get bigger, they're like, oh, that's why mom did that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I kind of had to do that. I'm like, whoa, this person is into really bad behavior. My child cannot see this.
Yeah.
It was hard. It's depressing because I never wanted to take a masculinity. I'm a feminine woman. You know what I mean? I
Right.
I was a tomboy, but that doesn't mean that I want to be masculine. Hell
Right.
no. I want someone to be masculine with me. You know what I mean? I'm feminine, but there's men that turn us to be masculine. You
I
know what
get. I understand that part
I
for sure. They just.
But I love being feminine, and I want a masculine man to take a role as a parent. You know what I mean? I'm not planning to have no more children, but still, we're talking about great fathers, and a lot of women get it twisted. Like, well, I'm still going to do me. I'm still going to celebrate Father's Day, but you're not a father. So what are you teaching
Right.
your children? You're teaching your children that you're a mother or that you're a father.
Mm.
And you can't really be, no matter what, you really can't be that
Both.
father figure.
You can't be both. You really can't. And it was really
Yeah,
hard.
close, but you can't really be that father where they need that, like you said, masculinity. They need that male role model. It's not about
Maybe
being a father, it's that
that
male role model.
absolutely. Because I don't know if you've noticed, but when you're raising a boy, they're only seeing mom, they start picking up little things. I
Yeah.
remember little boys saying, "Oh my God," going into my room and saying, "Oh my God," like
Mm.
the way I say it. I love your costumes, and it was just like, "Whoa, what costumes?" And they were my outfits to
Yeah.
going to work. Called them because he see me as a down to earth mom, jeans,
Mm.
t-shirt, and the only time he see me dress up was going to work, and it was you know two-piece blazers and my boss shoes, like he used to call them, real
Yeah.
high in heels. So he would always say, he's like, so that's how a dad dresses, and it was just like, whoa, he's seeing me as dad and mom.
Mm.
So when I wear dresses to go to work, he's like, there you go, mom, there you go. But he'll
Yeah.
do this, and I'm like, wow, my son's acting like me, and I'm like, baby, don't talk with your hands like mom. So I had to become a mirror to
Hmm.
myself and be like and behave like a neutral person. Like it was, and I seen the change in him. I did my due diligence. I didn't have that role in his life,
Mm.
but I looked at YouTube. How do you teach a boy, how to become a gentleman and
Right.
think? So I had to teach him with time because I love time. I love numbers. So I had to tell him there's a time for brushing your teeth in the morning. That's
Yeah.
morning time. There's a time for everything. There's a time for school. And after you finish school in every grade, I had to explain it to him so detailed. Um, that I'm sure he's doing great today with his father. You know, with his father figure, like
Yeah.
like he needed. You know what I mean? I'm sure he's doing great. And he couldn't. He wasn't a person to really communicate verbally as clear as other kids at his age, at the age of 4. But the more real I became with him, saying, and even putting God, our spiritual father, in the mix and teaching him that value first, is when he learned to value a male figure, especially color brown. Okay. So, because he had like an identity crisis almost, because I'm really light skinned. But my baby is I have a chocolate baby, beautiful, thick hair. So I had to put a lot of weight for this little angel. You know what I mean? To become not only his father. I
Right.
never take that away. I'm like, your father looks like this. So he was already imagining a really tall, man. And I noticed, like, when he started accepting himself as, I'm brown, I have different hair from mom, and she is mom. I'm looking forward to getting to know my father. You know what I mean?
Right.
So then,
And that's the thing though. It's like a lot of times though, children do not get that option, to actually be in their father's lives. There's a lot of, whatever the situation is that cause them not to be in their child's life.
right?
And that really does impact them. Like even like, your child, they're looking forward to go ahead and meeting their father because, they really do want to value that point. No matter what, we as mothers, we cannot be that father figure no matter what.
Mm-mm. But you know what? He's seen me being single and being alone, and sometimes even like shedding tears. And he's like, "Why are you crying today? Is your heart hurt for dad, or the heart hurt for my other siblings?" Like, he had a lot of questions. The story
Yeah.
is so big, but besides two empty pieces that I don't feel like sharing, right? Um, when he found himself, it was when I was, meeting this person that I'm currently friends with right now, and thanks to him being that role model, um, male figure in his life, also impacted him. Like, oh, okay, you're like this. I need,
Right.
okay, you know what I mean. He learned how to ride a bike, and he learned to do so many things that, because he's seen almost like, he's seen the professional side of my friend. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? He never left out of character because he knew what I was going through in the courts and whatnot. So we had to be very careful. Always seeing him as, okay, this is mom's friend. You know what I mean? But
Right.
yeah, and I'm sure he's doing great. Great honor roll student. I mean, he embraced it, right? That's when the father is not there. And when he even met his father, it was when he came back and told me the story. I mean, this kid, the glow it just came out in him. Why? Because I never spoke negative, and that's another thing. You could never talk to children, negative about their father,
Never should do that.
because
Never.
it's gonna take them. It's gonna take them, a long time. Like with me, that's what I heard. I heard a lot of negative things about my father, but then I seen a lot of negative things too in my father. But now as an adult, I understand. I'm like, oh, I get it.
But yeah, and that's the thing though.
Huh?
You let the child decide as they're growing up, they see things.
They
It's not like they're not gonna see it. You know, you should not put that negative thing. You should go ahead and let your child decide
right,
because he might have been maybe to you in your eyes that he might be a bad father, but in your child's life, he might be the best father, in the world,
and
you
I've seen
know, because his that child is getting that time with that father at that time, and things are always good. But then they have to realize as they're growing up, they see not just the good side, but they see the reality, you know, when they spend a few days at the father's home and see how it is there, or you
Mhm.
know, you probably need something and they cannot come through, or for whatever reason, they start seeing things. So
Right.
either see where he is being a good father or he's not, and let them go ahead and decide, not you as the parent because you're bitter or pissed off or whatever. Let the child decide, right,
Right.
Trigger?
That's a fact, man. I agree.
Yeah. So, what do you guys think about stepfathers? I mean, I had an amazing stepfather. He,
Mm.
I mean, there's men out there that can't conceive and become an amazing stepfather. You know what I mean? Those are super dads too. And I always say it's not about only being the sperm donor, right? Or being
Right.
your own child. It's raising that child, because there's fathers out there that I'm like, what? He's not yours? Like, well, would you tell me that? And it's like, oh, he's he's not mine. I adopted him, but I'm like, but you guys resemble each other, and
Right.
I think it's so cute. I'm like, oh my god, I get it. You raised him, so of course he's gonna resemble you. You know what I mean? And it's just like, oh man, I just had a situation where someone called me at work and he was saying something about his son, and it was just like so touching. I'm like, wow, so cute. I love super dads.
And,
I love dads that love their children. You know what I
and
mean?
that's the thing too, right there, though. So when you know you're about to go ahead and date a female, I think the woman needs to go ahead and be upfront. It's like she has children, this and this.
Right?
But you need to go ahead and prepare yourself. As the male, you're supposed to prepare yourself, because if you might see yourself as maybe having a relationship with this woman, you got to think about not just the woman, but the kids too. You're going to be there a lot with her. So
Right.
when you're with her, she just cannot just put her kids to the side for you. They're going to be a part of your life as well.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Super dad. It takes a man with real fucking big balls. I'm gonna just put it out there to be in a woman's life with children. I
Shout
mean,
out to them
Yeah,
stepfathers, man.
yeah, for sure,
they
man.
they
Hey,
do a lot too.
big kids, for
I mean,
real.
they do a lot too, and that's the thing you have to really think about. Again, when you're dating a female, and you know that she has kids, you gotta put that in the equation. If you're trying to have a relationship, you gotta really think. It's like if this is something you want to go ahead and take a role, because no matter what, it's not a choice. You cannot be in her life and not be a part of the kid's life. And
Right?
then just dealing with the kids, but then you have to find out how the baby daddy is, and how their relationship is. So that's a lot of things that you have to consider if you're trying to get in a serious relationship with a woman that has children.
Children. And she comes with a package. I
Yeah,
mean, I'm just saying, takes a big man with a big. I mean,
it does.
hey, you just have big cojones, you know.
Right. And then you have to think about, you gotta think about how many kids she has, or if she has more than one baby daddy. You have to think about the age too, because if they're little kids, they're gonna need more attention from the mother than when they're older. But when they're older, they wanna go ahead and judge every guy that their mama sees. So, and usually that's not good at all, because the kids don't want to see her with anybody else, but most likely their father.
Correct.
Right, right.
Yeah.
I got a question though. Uh, let me know what do y'all remember most about y'all fathers?
I
Ooh,
know
I'll let
that.
you go first.
Go ahead.
You go first. You go first.
Okay. So I remember that my dad, I mean, I was his little princess, but he always showed me other things. He used to take me outside to go ahead when he was working on his car. He would show me different little things. And so he was always very protective of me. And that's what I liked, because he was there for me. I was able to count on him. If I needed
Mm,
something, when I needed him, he was there. Yes.
he was there.
That's so cute. Well, with me, my stepdad too. I think it had. I think he brought the boy out in me, and I
Okay.
would see him putting brakes and changing oil, and because I was so tiny and that little tiny hands. I mean, I have little wrists, right? So he was like, "Oh, put this here and put that there," and I'm like, "Oh, I could do this by myself." And I remember as a teenager, I would. He's like, "Yes, you come and do this," and I'm like, "Okay," and he will watch me, and my mom will be upset because I didn't know how to cook, but yeah, I would, I
Hmm.
would, I would see him do it, and I'm like, "Oh, I got you. I know how to do it next time." And he's like, "Okay, well, you're gonna do the left side," and I'm like, "All right," and I would do it. So that's something I remember from my dad. That, and he would like take a old piece of car, and he would say things like, "A car is like a woman. If you if you borrow your car, you
Oh.
borrow your woman." And I'm like, "Why are you telling me this?" Like,
Mm.
I like boys, you know, but he would say things like that, and he
Hmm.
said, "You got to treat your car like you treat your woman." Like these are things that I heard my dad. I grew up, so I knew what I wanted in a man.
Right.
You know, so every time
Right.
I see a guy and they have a messy car, I'm like, "Ew, you gross. You can't be with me."
But
Because dad.
that's one good thing though about fathers. They'll go ahead and teach their little girls about cars because you know what? We're gonna go ahead and know the basics on how to fix something, either a flat tire, change the oil, check the oil, all that stuff. Just to make sure that we know the basics because we gotta know a little bit of something about that.
Right. Period. Yeah. So
I
that's
mean,
something.
I learned that too before I started learning how to cook. Like I'll be in the kitchen, but I learn more about cars first before
Me
I learn
too.
about cooking.
Me too. And I think thanks, Dad, because of you, I think I also love men. Because of you, I also think I love,
Hmm.
Playboy. I always wanted to be in Playboy. I used to look through my dad's
Hmm.
porn. I was more interested in
Me
my
too.
dad's life than my mom's life. My mom's life was pretty boring. I knew that I did not want to be that like her. I'm like, I don't want to be a stay-at-home mom. I want to be cooking, burning my eyebrows, cooking day and night. No, I want to do what you do, Dad. You get to leave and do your little who knows God what. I'll, I hear you, Dad. But my dad wasn't like that. But my dad was going to
Hmm.
work, coming back home. But I also know my dad as going and having a few drinks, and my mom never. My mom went to bingo. My mom was young in her 30s. My mom was a very serious mom. My dad went to New York. My mom
Hmm.
closed the mini blinds and the windows, everything. No man looks at us. The man of the house is not home. We're it's a group of big women. It was a one boy. It was only one boy in my biological family, right? So yeah, it was remarkable how my mom also honored my dad. you know but as a woman now, I owe it to dad that I know how to dance, because I used to see my dad dancing in the parties. I'm like, dang, people see you dancing, I want to see you dancing. So it was always merengue or salsa, or that kind of and then I would see my mom and my dad dance. So it's like, I got you. So I know business because of my dad. I know about cars because of my dad. I love horses because of my dad. I will kick your ass
Hmm.
just like my dad did. But I'm also
Right.
like a lover like my mom. My mom loves hard, hates you hard.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And when she hates you, she doesn't let you know she hates you. She just doesn't look at you. She doesn't want to affiliate with you. I mean, she's like tough love. I got it from my mom. It's remarkable the things that we get from. I feel like, and this is my stepdad we're talking about. My biological father, what did I get from him? Honestly, through genes, it's remarkable. It's art. Honestly, it just comes
Hmm.
right through. And that's another thing that I seen with my little boy. I will see things that he would do with his facial that his father would do. And it's just like, ooh, there goes your genes. You know what I mean? So,
So
yep.
what about you,
Hmm.
Trigger? To answer your question, what do you remember about your father?
Yeah, man. Like, a lot of people got a lot of bad things to say about their fathers around me that I grew up with. But I'm, so thankful to say that my dad was always in my life. I grew up in a two parent household in a rough neighborhood. Didn't really have to want for anything as a child. My sister, I my the way my dad protect my sister. I was able to watch that, how my dad protect me and my twin brother and my mom, the whole house. They did divorce when I was about 16, but up until then, even after then, my dad has always been in my life. But my dad did everything a father was supposed to do. You know, he disciplined me when I did wrong, and he was always there. Uh, teach us about guns at an early age, sitting us in the living room and telling us what to do, what not to do. Don't ever touch this, letting us touch it, feel
Right.
it, pull the trigger, all that, and taking us fishing. Um, anything I wanted to do with sports, it was taken care of. When my sister got her first car, um, he was very protective of my sister, and I just remember him always being there. So I can't really say nothing bad about my dad. So I celebrate him today. I talked to him this morning, and I feel good about that, man. To still have him in my life, even though my mama going through some health problems. Uh, we still a close knit family. So shout
Oh,
out to
that's
my father out there. I am a junior as well, so he is the
Aw.
senior.
And that's the hard things nowadays. A little bit harder is to go ahead and co-parent. You
Mm,
know, a lot of you know
Mhm.
a lot of times children come where a relationship is not even developed. You just meet someone, you hooked up, and then
Right.
now she's pregnant, and you're freaking out as the man. It's like, but you guys are not in a relationship, or you guys don't even really know each other, and
I know.
so
That.
and that's unfortunately that's what's happening more now.
Hmm.
And we need to, as adults, as the parents of this child, we need to overcome that. We need to just leave that to the side and really raise this child, because again, now maybe the world will be a little bit more different if they had both parents there. If we as women cannot, again, teach a little boy how to be a man, we could teach them to be
Mhm.
a gentleman and how to go ahead and treat a woman, but we can't really teach them the male point of view of it.
The masculinity. No, we can't.
Yes. We cannot teach that no matter what.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And sometimes, yes, men try to be there, but somehow the mothers are making it difficult as well. I mean, and that's the thing. If
Right.
Right.
you have time to be with your child, that's when you show them as much as you could. Not just be that father trying to go ahead and spoil them, but really show them something while you have that time with them.
Right.
That's true. Listen here.
Yeah, I've heard some horrible stories where father son don't have a really good relationship, and I've even heard I have a friend that his father's been gone now probably for 15 plus years, and he didn't say bye to his father, and it's killing him to till this day. Not being able to say bye, Dad. I forgive you. You know what I mean? Now that's bad.
Mm. Mm.
That's not bad because you
That's
hold
real.
that. I don't know. I'm not a person that holds grudges against people. You know, I just cut
Mhm.
you off and I act like you never existed. Period.
That.
But I'm not you. If I see you, I'll say hi. Genuinely. But I don't want you in my life. It's a difference.
There
Yeah.
is. And again, you don't have to be there to, but, if your child wants a relationship with both parents, let them have both parents in their lives.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
Right, right, right. Hey, they can get a little tricky with that, But shout out to the people out there who can't see their father. I would like to just give
okay.
out a couple facts, what I'm saying,
Yeah.
before y'all continue y'all conversation. Do anybody know what the official rose is for Father's Day?
Is
What
it
color
yellow?
rose?
I would white.
No. No.
Is it black?
No. Blue.
No.
Yeah.
You
Purple.
give up?
Green.
No.
Red.
Y'all said every rose color, but the of course, yes, yes, yes. A red rose is to honor living fathers, while the white rose is to honor a deceased father. So shout out to everybody out there who is
Yeah.
missing their father. You know, we want to celebrate them
We
as
do.
well
We
for
certain.
sure. But yeah, the red
I,
rose.
Interesting.
and your father is within you too. You know
Mhm.
things that that person taught you. There's even things I've heard stories where I'm like, my father taught me to be the man I am today. How to not be like him. I mean, so you're
Mm.
still learning from your father, regardless if you take it on the positive side, right?
Right.
But yeah, so
Hmm.
shout out to those fathers that are gone, but their memory still lives within, right? And honor, yeah.
As it
Facts.
should be. Yes.
That's my friend right there too, going through something like that. So yeah, shout out to you.
I mean, and again, we need to really appreciate, you know, for the men that are in our lives. Um,
Well, to all my puppies.
yeah.
Happy Father's Day, puppies! To all my puppies.
They're called daddies, right? But that's different.
Ow! Well, what about if you're not a daddy, you're a sugar daddy? Does that count?
Hey,
Me,
maybe
sugar
so.
daddies,
Listen
they do.
here.
No.
You want to stay in the game now. You
Okay,
know what I'm
so
saying? That
And
wouldn't
that's the
hurt.
thing, though.
You know?
A lot of younger women, they do date a lot of older men. I know when I was younger, I was dating older men because not because I was missing my father, because my father was there, but I like that figure. Yes,
You like them older
someone
someone
that's
guys.
gonna go ahead and take care of me, someone that's gonna be protective.
someone that's gonna be a gentleman because it's different. They're old school, you know. They're old school.
Right?
See,
Yeah.
hmm, at age. I really don't. I don't look at age. But I'm the kind of person that yeah, I enjoy soft skin. You know, it's all about the soul, being connected. I love young skin. And I love my young guy. But sometimes it's okay. Maybe you need a change in your life. I was told that by my a few of my friends in Clearwater. You know, Foxy, maybe you need a change. You need a change to older. And I'm like, how much older? And they're like, you
Mm.
say you don't look at age. And it's just like, wait a second. I don't,
Is 65 too old? 65?
it,
Is that too old? It's
65 is now. No, I don't want someone that's falling apart. Okay. I am single.
Okay, you can go ahead and
Single.
motivate them.
And of course, but you know what I'm looking in a father, oh, a father figure.
Hey,
Hey.
yeah,
We can invent a relationship here. What I'm looking in a guy is to be someone that I value like my father, someone like I look up at like my father.
right.
Be nagging like my father, and I have to be careful what I throw out to the universe. Because I used to say I want someone to be like my dad. No, I don't. My dad nags too much, complains
Mm.
too much. He argues too much with my mom. I don't want that part of my dad. Hell no, get the hell away from here. Universe. I want
But
someone
it's
that
what he
loves,
showed
Yeah.
you.
someone that likes to dance and take you out. Someone that's you don't have to think. Listen, when you're with an older guy, this is what I've been told. You don't think about where you're gonna go to eat because they know where they're gonna take you out to eat. You don't have to make a
Right,
decision.
right,
They're
right.
a gentleman. They're gonna make the decision for themselves. Sweetie, get beautiful. That's the job you got to do. That's it, right?
Right.
So maybe
Right.
something like that.
Mm-hmm.
For I think that's what younger girls look into, like an older guy. They want to feel romance.
Hello, Dr. Scorpio.
Hold on,
Shut
let me.
Right,
up.
Ooh,
right.
her-
Dr.
I got
Scorpio in the
my
building. What's good with you, bro?
what y'all.
What's
My bad. I didn't
going
mean to
on?
interrupt y'all though. Shit.
Happy Father's
Hey
Day,
man,
bro. Happy
Yes, happy
salute.
Father's Day, man.
Father's Day.
Hey, and thank you, thank you. I'm low key in the rabbit hole right now, so it's a
I get
Friday
it.
day. Yeah.
All right, check this out. I got
Mm,
another
Okay.
fun fact. Can I
yes,
throw out another fun fact? All
give
right,
me my
let's see what I
berries.
got here. Did you guys know that Father's Day is not just for human fathers?
Of course, right, right. That's
But
dope.
Oh,
that
what?
for animals,
Right. They say yes indeed. They say many they say many pet owners pamper their dad
Oh, oh,
animals, whoever they dad animals they have, with treats
oh.
and
well,
toys. So, if y'all got any pets that are fathers,
That's so
celebrate
cute.
them as well,
well,
man.
I
You
can't do
know.
that.
Do y'all play along with
It's
that?
been neutered.
Oh
That's
boy.
pretty dope though. That's pretty dope though. Let me
Yeah,
get on
Yeah.
it's
camera.
cool
Hold
though.
on.
Yeah, man.
And you know what?
Shout out
Actually,
to y'all
The
fathers.
the
Mhm.
fathers, the animals, or whatever that are fathers, they're less vicious than the mothers. Like I have heard, like
Mm,
the cats, the female cats, when they mother their children, when they have their children, they
Mhm.
will actually eat the ones that are dead.
Oh, and yeah, I've heard about that too. It's pretty.
Yes.
I kind of saved
mhm.
like that from my cat. She used to do that to the cat, and I can see why. It was missing like a little piece of the eye or something in the eye,
Yeah.
and she, smelled like something deformed, and she was gonna eat it. I'm like, not on my clock, bitch. No, you're not gonna do that. We're gonna give it a chance. We did,
Yeah, my
but
cat ate her kittens, and saved just one. I'm like, before I even
oh,
knew it, Yeah.
okay,
But
so when
again,
they when you when they eat them, ain't that because like somebody touches
they're
them or something? Yeah,
some
it's like
do they because they feel like they're deformed. That's what
right.
I've been told.
Yeah, right, right. Yeah, that too. Or that too. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Now,
yeah.
I used to raise birds. I had lovebirds, of course. I love love. Those are, oh my god, they're like rats. Rat multiply. They really quick. And I would come home from work and I
Yes.
would see the lambada in their bird cage, like and I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, so many little birds, and I'm
Hey,
like,
you know
holy
what?
shit, what am
Let
I
me.
gonna do with so much love? Those are wild.
Mhm.
I can see why they're
Yes.
love birds. Always the lambada, reggaetoneo y todo. You enjoy that blonde. Cheers. Wine. Cheers. Okay.
I drink too.
Doing the wine and chocolate.
Mhm.
He's like, mm-hmm.
So is anybody doing something special today? Is
Say
anybody
what?
doing anything special today? I know that, well,
Nah, well, I ain't got no
I mean,
kids, so
for Father's Day, don't men deserve blowjobs? Like if he's in your life,
and
Mhm.
if you
I've
have
seen
your
a lot of posts.
father or he's playing the father figure in your life, does he deserve an arm
Yeah.
job?
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of that going on today.
Period.
So
Well, it shouldn't just be today, but yeah, that's
all
okay.
around
It
the
will
world.
be a reminder. Hey, you deserve a blowjob today.
I Oh, what is that a perfect Father's Day gift?
I mean, that shouldn't be the
Um,
only gift, right?
I mean, of course not. Of course not. Don't be
Maybe a
silly.
dinner.
Uh, it's definitely a good. It's
Y'all
definitely a
funny,
good
man.
one. You know.
Y'all funny.
No,
Maybe dinner.
a little dinner and then a
Yeah, it's
blowjob
definitely a good one.
after. Why not?
Just start off. Nah, I mean, nah. You can start that when I wake up for
Good
sure.
Oh, wait.
morning on the
Oh,
mic.
okay.
He wants to.
Yeah, we got to get that
All
First
in
right,
there
let me
thing.
get
first.
this right.
Then.
You want her to beatbox on the mic early in the morning. Boom, bam.
Hit us early morning
Spit
or
on
early
that
morning
mic,
studio
right?
session. Early morning studio session.
want that la 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 la
Mhm.
early in the morning. Get it
Right.
out of the way,
Early
baby.
in the morning, that morning
Sing to
singing.
me in the morning, sing to me at midnight. Grab the mic.
And the next question gonna be, what you cooking and where we going?
Grab the
What?
baby.
Right. What you cooking? Where we
Oh my.
going?
Mhm.
Yeah, that sound about it. That's about it. I mean, truthfully, on my
Is
day,
that what
on
you get
y'all
into
day,
about the Scorpio?
on y'all day, y'all can do whatever y'all
All
want.
day, all day.
On
They
our
gonna
day,
do that,
the way
yeah.
bro said, I mean, he laid it out flat. Like, that's law. I think that's just wrote down, put on the wall somewhere, a plaque. Leave me alone.
Yeah, man.
That's
Damn, I
it.
used
Make
to
it
celebrate
special
Father's
for
Day
'em.
hard.
What's fucking crazy is it's so much shit fucking happening, bro. I keep fucking forgetting it's fucking Father's Day, bro. I keep forgetting it's fucking Father's
It be like that though. It be like that.
We do live in a faster paced world now.
Too
We
much
do.
shit is
We
happening right now, bro.
Yes,
Hmm
we do.
And,
Yes,
bro,
we
and that's how
do, and
you
yes, it
know,
is.
yes, it's, hold on.
I mean,
Hold
unfortunately,
on.
that's how it is.
Hold on.
You know,
I'm
time
drinking
like
some
it
wine.
fast.
That never really
There's
happened.
a little wine bottle right
Oh,
here.
yeah, that was that bottle.
Well, I don't know what kind of wine it is, but I seen the picture and I'm like, I want some of that. I don't know. They
What
look
is
like
it?
they're
What is
making
it?
out. They look like they're about to have some good sex, and I'm like, I need some of that right now.
It do.
Let me pour it
Definitely
big
do.
time. Because calling it to existence. I'm so bad. Don't mind me. Just having
Oh
fun.
well, shit.
I see the bottle. I'm like, dang. They look like they're having fun. I'll have some of that.
And that's the thing, though. When I do buy wine, I end up drinking the whole bottle, and that's not good. So
See,
I
I
don't
can't
buy
do
wine
that
no more.
because honestly, last night I was so exhausted from the work week. I didn't do anything on Saturday. I literally stayed home and just relaxed. That's all I did,
Hmm.
and just literally unwinding. Because sometimes I stay with other people's problem. Honestly, I don't even feel like I'm a banker. I feel like I'm a firefighter because I'm always turning out the fire. Like as soon as I answer that call, I'm like, oh gosh, another fire I got to turn down. And I'm like, it's exhausting. It's like mentally
Right.
is draining. But then there's good out of it, and then there's bad. When you can't help someone reach to whatever they needed, and it's just like, damn, that person was so nice. And this is over the phone, right? That person was so nice. I wish I would have been. I hope and they tell you personal things, and it's just like, wow. I thought I had a bad day today, or I thought I was going through it. Oh my God, this person's going through it. You know what I mean? So there's times where I'm like, thank you God, because I'm in this role where I was saying that to Dr. Jazz. I'm not sure when, but
Hmm.
sound waves are very important. Negative and positive. It can do. The universe is listening. You know what I mean? That's
That's a
hmm
fact. Better talk to
so.
him.
You
Yeah,
gotta
I agree.
I try to be so positive, even when I'm hearing someone telling me off in my face or in my ear. I'm like, wow, they're going through something. They're barfing out
Hmm.
something that they really don't mean to tell you these things to your face. And I try, and this is what I learned in church. It's
Yeah.
like they're not mad at you. They're mad at whatever situation they're going through. They're so upset and they're so angry. They just want to attack you. And that's what makes them then say, fuck,
Mm.
that person didn't deserve me saying that too. You know what I mean? So when I have that to my face where someone's verbally abusing me, that's putting the other cheek when I
Hmm.
walk away. Because I choose that. Because if I go to jail, nobody gonna bail me out. So I choose Lord before the devil for that part. You know what I mean? But yeah, that
Hmm.
is what it is. You know what I mean? They're dead, and so
Right,
I'm
right,
glad
right.
I am in the role that I am because there's some times where I'm like, you are in the universe. You know who this is. I just know this person by name. And there's sometimes that I really take them with me home. And I'm like, oh, gosh. Like I
Hmm.
have a passion for older people, older ladies. And I'm like, oh my God, I better sharpen up my skills now. I gotta get more knowledgeable. I gotta get more stronger. I gotta feel younger. I gotta keep doing this. I gotta do new things. It's like I want to stay young,
Yeah, man.
because over the phone you hear a person's voice, and sometimes you see on their thing, and it says their age, and they're young and they sound
Mm-hmm.
old over the phone. Like this person's been through some shit, you know. And
Right.
so to me, sound wave is everything. You know, we got to be careful what we say. These words are so hindering, especially on a day like today. This is a day for forgiveness.
And again, and that's why we can't, as mothers, we can't be negative. We can't talk negative. We let the kids choose, because again, they were chosen to go ahead and come in this life. So why are you going to go ahead and make that decision whether to have their father in their lives or not?
True. And there's mothers nowadays. There's still mothers out there where they spoke bad about the father to their
Yeah.
son, and now their sons has
Mm-hmm.
this negative thinking of their father because of everything that their mother said that they went through. You know what I mean?
I believe
That
it. Yeah.
that relationship was between you and your ex,
Right.
not your son and him, and that hinders a lot of father-son relationship because mom digged her way in to say, "Hey, he did this to me. He did that to you, not his son. Let's get it right." And
Right.
that it hinders a lot of relationships. And when you see that this person all of a sudden dies, there's a sense of guilt on both the son and the mother. That, you know what I mean? I see it. I've heard about it so many. Like growing up, I have a lot of guy friends, and it's like my father's not here, and my mom hindered our relationship, and I'm like, how? And it was not until we went to college to study psychology. And I always say I dropped out of psychology class because I found out I needed help. I was missing my dad. I was missing my dad.
Mm.
And this I was missing my biological father. Having a good role model in my life, like my stepdad, there was something that
Mm-hmm.
still in me wanted my dad. I was his muñequita. I was his baby doll. I was his everything. And everything that was
Right.
beautiful words to say. That's who I was. I was his queen, and I use that name to this day. I was his reina. Like I use that name. My name is Queen. My name, muñeca. Like that's what he named me. You know what I mean? So part of me in my life, I always miss that part of my biological father. And I'm always gonna take it with me in every relationship because I want that sweetness of a man. My stepdad, that taught me
Yes.
the business, the car, the dance. He was not
Mm-hmm.
sweet with words. I'd never seen him do a nice gesture for my mom. The guy was not romantic. That's why my mom was always crying. I'm like, he was not the full package, and he was a good father, but I don't think and he was a good provider, but he was not a good romance. Does that make sense?
Right.
There's a lot of things where I'm
I
like,
get
I,
it.
I wish I could, just clone a man with my own bare hands, but that's not possible. So just,
I get it, man.
be single, be free, and, pray for all those good fathers out there that are doing it. I see it all the time. Have their
Yes,
son.
indeed, man.
Look at Nick
That is a
Cannon. How many
fact.
kids does he have? 20? I can't keep up no more. And
He up there.
I
He
mean,
definitely up there.
he's really, really fine. I mean, like, someone should give him a fucking Grammy for that shit. But I
Trying to tell you. I think he got his didn't he get his testicles insured or something
What?
like that recently? Yeah,
really
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah.
super sperm.
Yeah, man.
Who
I
wants a
don't know,
Nick
man.
Canyon baby? Holy moly!
A Nick
I ain't
Cannon
telling what's
baby
going on
is
with that boy. He got
crazy.
a lot of kids.
No, thank you. I don't care how many
He
millions you
got a
come
lot of
from
them.
with, bro. I don't want it.
But here's the thing though. So if a nigga do hit you with the bag, essence like, yo, I got the bag, but I'm gonna drop 2 bags on it. You know what I'm saying? 3 bags on it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna take 3, 4 bags.
Mm-hmm.
If you get 4 bags to
Or
have a baby,
kids. I
I'm
mean,
gonna
Mm-hmm.
say no.
yeah. I mean, but because he dropping twins. He ain't dropping just
That's hard.
He ain't dropping, you know, so he dropping 2 bags. That's 2 bags, man. That's 3,
Um,
4. And you wouldn't do it just on the
no,
shrimp.
no, I wouldn't do it.
Just who he is.
I love my JJ. I love my body. Sorry, Nick Cannon. Now, if he's gonna get me a mommy makeover after, hit me up, Nick
I'm sure
Cannon.
they
And I'll
straight.
pop that other baby out for you.
Yeah, I'm sure they straight. I'm sure they super straight. Super
I'm sure he takes care of those baby mamas too, huh?
type
Nick
shit.
Cannon. Maybe he should be the next Hugh Hefner. Like,
Jazz, what
A
you
huge.
think? I mean,
With a
I
whole
forgot
bunch
it's
of
two
babies.
Jazz.
I mean,
It's
does
two
he walk
Jazz
around with
at that.
pajamas? I wonder, because a man that with that many babies, do you just are you always naked? So
Right.
many babies. Like,
Like
what's
it.
going on here? I picture Nick Cannon honestly with sexy, silky male pajamas with a robe and a drink in his
Dead.
hand all day. Like, who's gonna get dick down next? Who wants my baby?
Right.
Right.
You can't even talk to him.
Oh my
Because then
god.
you'll get pregnant.
Cannon.
It's like he's like the eclipse. You can't see him straight there because then you're gonna end up being pregnant.
Nothing.
So I always look to the side.
That's why he got it insured in his Texaco. The hell?
Hey, but y'all, man,
I would be
Yeah, man.
surprised if he clones his penis, like we
He
were
probably
talking
do.
about last week Sunday.
No, ain't he
You
doing
imagine?
something
Oh,
like that?
Lord.
Ain't he like dry? Ain't he like, you know what I'm saying, freeze drying this shit or something? Or some type shit? I'm getting too lost in the demo too, because niggas is
Man,
reside.
man, I heard he got him
Niggas is sick
insured.
as E right now.
So
Hey, but I'm not trying to interrupt that though, but I'm gonna have to catch up with my family, and I wanted to tell y'all because I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Salute to y'all. Have a good day today and shit. I forget it's Father's Day, so everybody that's on live right now, salute to all the fathers. Happy Father's Day. You feel me? We gonna catch y'all later on. You know what I'm saying?
that's a fact. All right,
Love.
bro.
Yeah.
Enjoy that shit,
Warrior
man.
Day.
Love.
You got blowjob tonight.
We'll see, man. We'll see. I got
Got
too
it.
much happening right now.
Yeah.
Too much
From
pop.
one and two.
It's a lot. It's a
That's
lot,
our
and I
too much
can't say
crap.
too. I would
Get that
say
blowjob
what I'm
tonight.
really.
That's a real man
I
right
would
And
there.
say
then
That's
I'm
a
really
real
doing,
man
but
right there,
I'm
man.
doing stuff with family, and I'm gonna let the cat out the bag later on. What I'm really finna go do, but I don't want to let the cat out the bag. Any family watching right.
Right.
But hey, love y'all, and we'll see y'all later. Y'all.
All right, bro. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, check this out. I got
Okay.
another fun fact. Can I do
Yes.
another
Go
fun fact
ahead.
right quick? Okay. All right, check this out. Hallmark cards. Father's Day is the fifth largest card sending holiday in the United States, with the estimated of 72 million card exchanges annually, and it's the fifth largest. So that means it's four more in front of that. Do y'all know what the largest card gifting holiday
Valentine's Day.
is?
birthday,
Mother's
Mm-mm.
Day.
Father's
Nope.
Day.
Christmas.
No.
Christmas.
There you go. Christmas is the number one. Number two is
Yeah.
Valentine's Day.
Okay.
Okay. So after Valentine's Day, then it's
Okay.
Mother's Day.
What's the
That's the
fourth?
third largest. The fourth largest card giving holiday is
Wow.
Really?
Easter. Then Father's Day.
Easter?
Father's Day is the fifth largest. Easter is before Father's Day with card giving.
Really?
People
For
giving out
Easter?
cards.
No, I don't give no Easter cards.
Yeah,
That's just me, I guess.
yeah.
Because
Easter is before Father's Day. Now, come on, hey. But shout
maybe
out to the
top 5.
fathers. Christmas is number one. Christmas. Do y'all give out cards for any
Christmas.
holiday
Yeah.
recently? When the last time y'all gave
Christmas
out a
and
card?
Valentine's Day.
I gotta be in love to send people gifts too.
Okay.
I don't know. I guess I haven't been in love. I feel like I've been in shutdown mode. But honestly, like
Oh,
when you're in a relationship, you want to do all these things. I feel like I did all these things, and now I'm living my life backwards. Now I'm like I'm back to being a bachelorette. The fuck, you know?
right.
So maybe I need to get back
Yes,
into.
indeed,
See, I
man.
have a sister that oh my gosh, she buys gift cards or to give them for birthdays or what have you, and she emphasizes them. And I'm like, that is just so cute.
Okay.
But she takes the time to write with the best penmanship. And I'm like, does she not breathe when she's writing? I'm like, who has that much? I don't have that time. I really don't.
Right.
No, I don't have the time. You know what? I'm old school. I'm gonna hear your voice. I want to tell you I love you. I will sing to you though. I will call you and I will sing to you. Birthday. I sure will.
Hmm.
Or I'll send you a video of me dancing. you know. But
Right.
yeah, I don't know. I think life changes you. I think I'm. It's like
It
chapter one,
does,
chapter. I'm trying to figure it out. Like, I'm.
life changes because again, it depends on how you grow,
Yeah.
if you end up having you know children, and then having someone as a partner, all that stuff changes, it changes you because you have to kind of adjust.
You got to get back out there. Stella got a groove back.
Hey, well,
Hey.
after you have the kids growing up, they're becoming adults, and you're not married, so why not get your groove back, right?
That's right. I mean, the groove should never
Yeah,
die.
man.
That's what I'm saying.
It should never die with the right partner, yes,
Yeah.
but sometimes that's
Yeah. They're just doing different things now, you know. They're just
right.
doing different things now. Cards, giving cards, that's kind of old school, but it's still, a good thing to
It
do.
is.
They still have its place,
So
they
what
do
would
what
be
it
a
need to
good
do.
Father's Day gift? Because I've been seeing a lot of posts that they complain about Father's Day gifts.
Right, right. That's a fact. That's a fact. I mean, traditionally, it would be the necktie. The necktie was a thing. Um, Nowadays, men like sports, giving some
Hmm.
tickets to a game. You feel me?
Right.
Something like that. They want to be outdoors somewhere, take them somewhere. Some just want to sit at home, but you can do the traditional
Everybody
things:
wears
ties,
ties.
socks, draws,
I mean,
draws, and
there's
Yeah,
stuff like that.
fathers
That's
that
the
mothers are giving birth right now, and that's their Father's Day gift. It's a child they've been waiting for. You
true.
know.
that is
And I
true.
think that
That
is so
is
cute
true.
where they say, I was born on Father's Day for my dad. I'm like, oh my God, that is so cute.
That is.
Like
Mm,
little,
yeah,
yeah. So,
that's
yeah, for
a fact.
sure. You know what? Nasty Father's Day gifts that I think that women should stay away from? Don't give them socks. Why? Why would women do that?
Wear hair socks any other time.
Hey, you know what I mean? Like lingerie, like
Socks and tie.
it's important to see a guy in lingerie, not just boxing shorts. It's just like a little
That's true.
basic. You know, put some more effort into it. You know what I mean?
That's true.
I don't like basic. It's just
Give
so
him
Yeah.
that massage tonight.
uh, you know that
Listen
Father's
up,
Day is
ladies.
good. Like men like touch,
They like to
massage,
be touched too.
not just a simple massage. Oh, get over here. No, head to toe. Every
Right.
every. I mean, was he good? Was he a good dad to your babies? Did he pick them up on daycare on time? Come on.
Right.
Right.
If he didn't, just forgive him just for today. Put that naughty, put it in your pocket, bring it out during the week after Father's Day. But for now, just come on, give him that
Just be
special
a little bit
day,
nice to you. You could be
Yeah.
nice
think
to them.
about
They
the
were
moment,
nice to you on
okay?
Mother's Day.
Right? Or think about the moment when you guys were conceiving.
Mhm.
The reason why he is a father, the moment he was conceiving with you. Think about, take it
Or
there.
even again,
Hello.
the
That's right.
stepfathers, the ones that have been there, they didn't chose to be there. It's like they actually being there because they want to be there. They obviously want something serious with you. So you can go ahead and treat the stepfathers.
Butter him up. You ain't got no baby oil. Grab butter. Then bathe him. The hell. Oh,
Yes, indeed. If you can't hey, do
Something.
something.
Treat him
You know.
good.
I know. Wash him really good. Wash him. Las bolas.
You ain't lying.
We're washing balls now. Is that what it is? Is that
Listen,
what
I
you're
don't mind
saying?
when a man washes my balls because mine are right here. I wear my
That's
cojones
funny.
proudly, okay?
That's funny.
These are.
Open Mouth Podcast.
There's always something going on.
Oh my god, I
You
love.
drank a whole bottle. That's what it was, and I drank my whole drink.
Did you really?
Yes.
I had to pour a little bit more because earlier I had some wine and I put cranberry juice. I kid you not. I even have it right here next to me because I don't like being drunk. I'm. You know what? Cranberry juice. They better. I'm gonna giving them a free commercial. Y'all should send me some damn free cranberry juice. But honestly, I don't like being
For
drunk. I
real.
really don't, and I love wine. I don't like the feeling it gives me. I don't. I'm not a good. I'm the worst person to drink with too. I'm not a drinker. So for Father's Day, you
Mhm.
know what? I will get you drunk. I will not get drunk. Period. You know. But I don't have no fathers right now. It's just me and my little girl, my little dog. So I don't. I'm just my father. Just call him up. I still haven't called him and say Happy Father's Day. But other than that, nothing else. I know a lot of fathers out there. I say Happy Father's Day this morning, but
Mhm.
yeah, it's a special day, just like it is Mother's Day. You know. But I did wake up this
Yes,
morning and was
indeed.
very thankful to my spiritual father. And, you are the reason why I'm here. I mean, I'm grateful. And that's the secret of, you just be
Fact.
grateful early in the morning to the reason why you're here, right? Yeah.
Come
So
on
that's
now.
my father. So I
Mhm.
celebrated already. I went and got my toenails done because at one point I felt like a father, even though I'm not a father. But, I treated myself special. I'm like, I did good. You
That's
know,
good.
I
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
I,
indeed.
I, I, I didn't step in as a father. I stepped in financially, but that's it.
And
Right.
You know,
that's how I feel too. I feel like today it's like, okay, I can say at least I try my best with my kids by myself because I didn't have their father really there.
right,
Not how I wanted them to be.
Mhm.
So I had to take that role, just to be there. Just
right,
someone that's gonna be there to support them. I'm not trying to go ahead and do that father role because I cannot. For my boys, it was mostly my dad that showed them more of the father, being the father figure right there. Even though he wasn't the father, he was the grandfather, and he
right.
taught them. He was there. And that's what I appreciated the most. He was there for my boys. Now, again, it's like you let the kids decide as they get older, they decide if they want that relationship with their father or not. And both of my boys decided not to be in their father's life.
It's like that. I mean, when you grow, I mean, you raise your children to be one way when they're little, right? But
Right.
once they're older, I mean, you have no control. And
No.
it's something I think that was something. It's hard for Latinos, especially more than it is for the American culture, because I think it was really hard for my mom to let go of me and realize, listen, I'm a woman.
Mhm.
I'm a lady. To this day, I mean, you live in
Right.
Wisconsin. To this
Fact.
day, she's like, "What'd you do? Where'd you go? Why didn't you go?" And I'm like, she doesn't say exactly like that, but sometimes I take it in that sense, and it's just like I got, I used to be so honest with my mom, and it dawned on me one day where I'm like, wait, you don't see me. I ain't gotta really tell you the truth. I think I was in Hawaii when she asked me, "Where are you?" And I'm like, "I'm in bed," and I was in. She thought I was in Tampa, and I was in Hawaii. I don't gotta tell you where I'm at.
Right.
you know I think I was going on vacation. I was
Mhm.
going somewhere, and I was doing like, how you make a pit stop at another place. I'm like, yeah, I think I sent her my location. This is where I'm at. But no, I jumped on another airplane. I don't need you to know where I'm at.
Right.
No, that's controlling. And I think it comes too from my mom being a Mr. Dad as well. Masculine.
Mhm.
Fuck, that lady knows how to be masculine. Hell, my God, if she were to be reborn and be masculine, all hell's gonna break loose. I'm telling you. Oh my gosh, my mom says it to this day. I'm not someone very powerful because I'm not a man. Because my mom has the attitude to just do anything she wants to, but she's a woman. You know what I mean? So she she always looked at herself as,
Right.
I don't know, different mentality from back in the day. Because that's not today's woman. They're like, bitch, I can do whatever the fuck I want. The hell, you a firefighter? I'm a firefighter. You a cop? To a better one, you know, and
Ah,
it's like that. I know many women, and I love them. They're
hey.
firefighters, and when I see my girls being a firefighter or a cop or anything like electrical, I'm like, you a badass bitch. I see you as a father too. I don't know why. It's just that they have that
Mm,
masculinity, you know. And next thing you know, that you find out that they're lesbian and they have that masculine, and they feel when they have babies, they feel like the father role. So there's different ways of being a father. Dude.
that's
So
true. That's
and to
true.
power to my girls. I mean, like, wow, you were born a female, but you're lesbian and you identify as male. You a badass motherfucker. You a dad. You a dad
Speak on
because
it.
you stepped in, not to be a stepmom, but to be a stepdad. And even though you're a woman, and I mean, it is just, this topic is endless because I have female friends doing it right now. They're lesbian. They identify as male, but their partner was married to a male. You know what I?
Yeah, you talking
So
right now. You
it's
you
like,
definitely said
yeah,
yeah.
you a father too, baby. Mwah. It-
Can't lead them out, man. Even though y'all might want to lead them
You
out,
have
you really can't leave them out because they are stepping
it,
up to the plate, with
right?
whatever they identify with,
You a dad.
so it should be
You a
respected.
dad, mamacita, and I love you. Period. Right? It's just like that. We live in a different world. We don't live in
A
the world.
way different world.
Oh, it is different. I mean, if you were raised by a wolf, a male wolf, that is your fucking dad. It's just like that. It's not who. There's a Spanish in the saying in Spanish. No es quien te engendró, pero quien te crió. So translation is
Mm,
basically it's not who was sperm donor, but who raised you. But that goes
mm,
for men and women
okay.
too, because
Right.
it doesn't matter who gave birth to you.
It's
It's
the one the people that raised you.
yes,
Who's stepping up
yes,
to the
and
plate?
True.
so many ways of being a father. You
Right.
know, you could be an adopted father. You
Especially like those children that being adopted, it's like your adopted parents are the ones that are gonna raise you.
mhm,
They're the
right,
ones that are gonna go ahead and you're gonna celebrate with because they're the ones that, you know, brought it upon themselves to bring you in and to raise you to go ahead and to have a better life,
right,
Right.
and so they deserve the credit too.
right, for sure,
That's a fact.
A
for
father
sure.
doesn't mean you, like you say, you spermed it. You didn't. It's how you raise that child, be in that child's life, how you made a difference for them.
Oh yeah,
Hmm. Yes,
And that's what
indeed.
we look up upon as children. We look upon both our parents because both our parents will give us something different. And like we said, our father will show us something different. How to fix cars. Like you're gonna go ahead and show your daughter how to fix the cars to know the basics. So then she could go ahead and know that just in case if she doesn't have a male figure at that moment, whether it's her partner, her boyfriend, whatever, or her father is not available, she'll be able to do it. That's
right,
That's
different
a
things
fact.
that, yes, the fathers do teach and they are important. Let them be there. If there's no real big issue, let them be there for the child. Let the child decide. The child then can decide if the father is being a good father or not.
right. Period. That's right. And you had an important fact where you say something. I don't know what was it that what I heard that it triggered my mind. Like, listen, my father to this day tells me the same thing. Don't be depending on no man. I taught you better. and it's like an instant like
Mm.
snap out of it.
Right.
Snap out of it. This person's not your father. You have a father that told you, hey, you need to get, and he tells me to this day, why don't you get yourself a nice little truck in case you have to move? You just buy yourself a dolly, and you have a lot of things to move. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a washer and dryer. I mean, in apartments here in Florida, you don't need a washer and dryer. You don't need a stove and refrigerator. You just need your basic little couch, TV, and your rest of your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
My dad was giving me this same exact advice about 2 weeks ago. You need to get yourself something that it's you can move yourself where you don't have to depend on a man. I raised you better than this. And it was just like, because you have that moment with mom, because mom and I are more like, you're my friend. You just got to listen to me, Ben. And my mom listens to me vent,
Right.
and even though she does not agree with me disliking the person at the moment, she's like, "Yeah, that son of a bitch," but she really don't mean it. She's like, "Yeah, f him." But then she comes back and she's like, "Man, you have to be a better person, or like think." My dad, another side, is like, "Listen, don't depend on no man." And I catch my mom saying the same thing to my brother. I raised you better than this. You know how to cook. You know what? You don't depend on a woman. Because my brother, little gigolo, likes to have so much women. Then guess what? He had to learn how to cook. He had to learn how to carry his
Mm-hmm.
house. Now you go to his house and it's like you got to
Right.
almost fly because he doesn't want you to sit down. He doesn't want you to go in there with shoes. And it's like you eat, you wash your own plate, but don't waste so much water. And it's like, wow, my mom damaged my brother because she taught him all these things, but he is so finicky now. You know, so when a parent is teaching you, you bring that with you in your adult life, and it's so true. What you just said, guys, like it's not depend on men. Fathers teach us to be like that. Us women, you
And
know.
that's what we do need
Mm-hmm.
them. Again, we need them because if we don't have them in our lives as children, it does affect us later on as we're growing up. We
Right.
don't have that male figure to teach us, again, different things. Again, for us women, I can only speak for the women's side that,
Right.
our father will show us what kind of men you deserve to go ahead and be with, date with, and they show us, okay, this is what I kind of want in the partner that I want to be with, someone that's going to go ahead and be there, support me, and be protective, be that just what he taught you, he
Right.
taught you things to be that independent woman, and
Right.
it'll just help, again, it'll help, finding a man that has those similar qualities that you grew up with.
Mm-hmm. But do you find yourself like sometimes
Yes, indeed.
contradiction between your mom and your dad? Because my mom will always say like, "No, a man's supposed to do for you. Don't move a muscle. When it comes to the house, you move your couches. You don't need a man. But when it comes to outside, no, 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 no. He needs to do this. He needs to. My mom is like person that he needs to make more money than you. He needs to be smarter than you. He needs to be the provider. You know, you're the caregiver. You're the one that's caring for him. Remember what we said before. You bring home the bacon and you cook it. My mom believes that she raised us to be that way, and I think it's like it kind of like has hindered us because we live in a different society. You know, where it should
Mm.
be equal. Well,
Yes.
how much was the bill, babe? $300 at Costco. I give you 150. That's how relationships is now, and it's like, but I feel like okay, I can live on my own if I'm doing everything on my. And I have that mentality too. Like I'm like, if I'm doing absolutely half, and I live with my spouse, he's the father of my kid, and he's doing the same thing I'm doing as a father. When we separate, the only one that's gonna hurt is the child, because this man is teaching me to be on
Mm.
my own. You know what I mean? And a lot of men teaches us to be on our own, you know, because they're not providers. They want to be with you and they want everything to be equal, which I'm okay with to a certain extent. And there just has to be, because you know what? Again, we have to let the man be masculine, you know? ain't gonna happen in this world because COVID fucked up everything. It's a different world. It's just a different world. So topics that are
Yeah.
contradicting each other because we're taught one way from different generations of fathers that have given this to them over and over again, and now it's like, oh shit, it's changing. So what's real now? You know what I mean? It's like, man. So we have to keep like, okay, reinventing ourselves as humans, right?
Yeah.
And see,
That's a
But
fact.
yeah, we do need that male figure in our children's lives, as well as ourselves,
absolutely, I'm
Yeah.
telling you. I tell my friends that are lesbian, I'm like, you still need a man. She's like, no, I don't. I live with a girlfriend. I'm like, you still need a man.
Mhm.
I never, Foxy, stop. You got,
Uh,
you got a dildo that came from a man. And then they start laughing. They're like, so what? But he's plastic. So what? It's a dick. You know, they needed a
True,
man
true.
to get that
It
dildo done.
is.
And they hate me so much when I say shit like that. And they're like, bitch, stop. Stop, bitch. I'm like, I
That's
just
funny.
gotta be real. You have a
Hilarious.
mirror in the bedroom, even though he don't talk. So, oh my god.
That is
Well,
true.
we did
This,
pretty good today.
huh?
I said we did pretty good today, again, fathers deserve today. They do.
Right.
That's a fact.
And this is the
Shout out to
reason,
the
and
fathers.
also fathers that are missing in women's lives is the reason why young women and women in general decide to have a relationship with older men. I have a lot of friends that are in
Mhm.
relationship with older men because they miss that father figure and they're getting that love and attention and passion from that older. And so
That's
I was
true.
thinking maybe this could be our next show talking about why women run to older men.
Right. And that'll be
Mm.
good because it
I
is
I
something.
don't understand why.
That's deep right there, boy. Y'all trying to go deep.
And that's something again,
Mhm.
we probably something that's missing from our lives, that we expect our fathers,
Right.
and if they didn't, well, we'll have somebody else that can do that as close to me.
Right. Yeah,
Mm.
for sure. Boils down to love.
But
Some
True.
yes, today was a good day. I would like to thank everyone that came to our live today. Thank you, Foxy. Thank you, Trigger, and thank you, Dr. Scorpio, that stopped by for a minute. I'm about to. Yeah, today was a good show. Today it's time to go ahead and just relax then for the rest of the day.
Yeah, man. It's still early, man. Fathers, it's still early out there, man. Y'all got a lot more coming to
awesome.
y'all today. Go ahead and get right. It's going
Ow!
down.
I made chicken
Have a
salad to
nice
take
night.
to clear
Remember
water.
tonight, though, get those blow jobs. Don't be afraid to
Yes,
ask for one.
have fun, guys. Get blow
Yeah.
done.
Why
Yeah.
not? Nah,
Blow the
bring up.
candle, girls. Blow the
Somebody
candle.
pull out that pussy pocket. Get a pussy pocket.
Ow! Get
Ah,
it.
With that being said, I hope everybody has a good rest of the